What's happening, folks, and welcome to another episode of Stars of Tomorrow, an FM series where we look at some of the young talent on Foot Manager and we see how they get on the course of their careers, and they're basically players that you guys give me in the comment section. Don't forget down below, guys, check out the Twitch channel. We're live on Fridays, Saturdays and Tuesdays, work permitting. Also, check out the Monaco series as well. We've got daily uploads on that series as well, so maybe check out series like we've done so already. We're only 3 seasons in, so click down to catch up on that, and yeah, hopefully you enjoy that series as well. And also check out Discord down below as well. So yeah, if you want to get your player in this series, all you got to do, guys, in the comment section, leave his name and as much info on him as you can, but also check the playlist out as well. Make sure he's not been done already. There is a back catalogue. There's no time scale for videos because of the fact we now do at least, well, we can do a maximum of 3 run-throughs on a player before I do a video on the player, just so I can get an idea how good they could be. There's no time scale for these, so they'll be out when I get them done. So you can imagine doing 3 simulations over like 20, 30 years, totally, roughly it'll be ish. That takes a while to do. So obviously I want to make sure the quality's there. Make sure that I do a proper in-depth review and give the best opportunity to talk about the player. So if I don't get one out every other day, then that's why. But I will try and get them done. What I usually do is when I'm not playing Foot Manager myself, I usually sim, like editing videos out or I'm uploading videos. I'll sim in the background around doing other things. So that's why I'll get them done. So today's player is Ethan Laird, Man United player, right winger. Well, maybe in the outside way in the future if you can train that way. Though I would say actually with that dribbling, technique, passing, pace, just saying. Right back, obviously dribbling, first touch, technique, and passing are the main attributes here. On the technical side, the pace already very good, so I like that. He's got 2 player traits, which I get forward whenever possible, and runs the ball often. So you could easily see him playing wing back. If you play 5 at the back, of course. So yeah, not bad at all. So, right, we're going to try and do a transfer simulation here. The problem is, I've only got the English League loaded. In the future, I'm going to load up the Spanish League and Italian leagues as well. Just so that or at least one of those little leagues. Just so I can then, buy a player, check a player, especially England, and you can tell why. So let's go and try and find a club we can try and negotiate a fee for Ethan Laird for. So I'm currently a Tottenham manager. I'm just going to see if this works out. Again, we're not about how much money the club's got. We're just seeing what the fee that asked for him is. So let's offer like 7.5 and see what they say. They want £78 million for Ethan Laird. Again, that could be because we're a Premier League side. Let's try and get that down. Offer like 30. 56. Right. 35. 50. Okay, and... Okay. So, 40 million. 45. Right, okay, so around 45 to 50 million pounds. That's our Premier League side, though. But bear in mind, he's quite young, English, and got pace. So that might be what you get. So we're not going to agree that, but we're trying to get that to 40 and see where they go with that. £45.5 million plus 50. Again, that could be because he's Premier League side. Just awkward with the fact I'm not got any leagues loaded. I didn't figure that before I started doing reviews of the simulations. So yeah, I think we'll add on Eastern Spanish League, or French League, PSG, to see if we've got, But yeah, it's not surprising that they asked for that amount of money. But yeah, anyway, first jump. Let's see how he gets on. Right, folks, so he's still at Man United, and as you can see, we've had slight increases in his dribbling and basically the crossing as well. And the pace is relatively the same. We've got still the same player traits on him. Yeah, this is one thing I'm not worried about is physicality, not at all. So how has he been played much in the early period here? Mainly in the youth team, so that's interesting. Listed at the moment for £32 million. So they still think there's potential in him, but it doesn't look like they're going to play him. Injury records, have a look. 8 weeks and 4 weeks, so not too bad at all, really. in terms of injury. So that's encouraging to see at least. So yeah, I want to see if he moves on, because I think the attacking, dribbling and the pace, he could get a few assists if he gets past people and gets in good areas. But let's wait and see. Second jump. Let's go. Right, folks. He's now gone to Leicester at the moment, and he's now getting more football, as you can probably tell by the appearance record there. Again, like I said, I'm not worried about the physicality of him. He's very quick and good stamina as well. We've got some new player traits. We've got, obviously, run down the right hand side, gets forward whenever he can, runs the ball, and refrains from taking long shots. They're playing him right back and right wing back as well. He can definitely play that role, definitely. He's fairly strong and very strong on his left and right foot, which is good to see. So yeah, 15 dribbling. You know what? This guy could be a winger. You know what? He could. Obviously, it took a lot of training to do, but he's not got great defensive. He's not got great defensive stats, has he? Dribbling, first touch, crossing, pace. Could be, but it'd take a lot of work to do that, though, wouldn't it? So wanted by West Ham United. Injury record. Let's have a look here. Mixed, but not overly worrying, in my opinion. So they signed him for £2 million, and he got 1 goal in that first season. Then he's got a lot more 13 football this year. Got next year, and got 31 appearances and 1 goal. Then next year he got 41 and 1 goal, 2 assists. Then this year he got 1 goal, 2 assists. So yeah, not bad. He's not a terrible player. £2 million. It's a great deal. The guy over £2 million. He's now worth 36. So that's great business if you end up selling him. To be honest. So yeah, let's go to what we consider his prime years and see how he gets on. Right, folks, he's now at West Ham United, and basically they stay the same. Now, this is at this point in the reviews, I always reveal how many run-throughs I've done of this player. I did the maximum. I did 3 run-throughs or simulations of this player, and it basically came out the same. The physicality was quite consistent for all of them. The technical ability, defensively, was the same. It was the dribbling and first touch that were the best, and this was the best version of that. So what I would say about this guy is, one thing I can guarantee you is the physicality is bang on consistent. It's the defensive side of things I think you need to work on if you buy this guy. And you can get him quite cheap, as we saw. So that's what I always do at this point, this kind of review, this review of the review, because when you get to like 32, you're looking at me like just numbers of stats and appearance and that kind of thing. But yeah, you need to definitely work on his defensive side of things. But you've got a player who's got 13 crossing, 15 dribbling and pace. So maybe he would be very suitable to either a dominating team who've not got much defensive issues in terms of teams getting the ball off them, or in a 5 at the back. I think for a Wolves team, for example, playing back, he'd be brilliant, I would imagine. So yeah, that's something I would definitely like to mention about this guy as well going forward. Same player traits, nothing new there. Injury records, again, this we can sort it weeks out. I mean, it's not that bad, only 4 major injuries. But then again, stop and start, but it's not overly concerning, in my opinion. You look at how they're spaced out. Apart from here, looking at a quick glance in view, they're not. Yeah, it's an issue, but I don't think it's a massive one. So what was the transfer fee then? So obviously at Leicester City, he played a lot of football and got a lot of time, but didn't really get many goals and assists, which is not a big surprise. £35 million. So they made a £33 million profit on this guy. First year, he got 1 goal, 2 assists. Then he got 1.115. Average rating overall, 6.8. Quite consistent rating, though. In the 6.8 range, I'd say on average. And then 1 goal, 3 assists. 1 goal, 5 assists. So, yeah. What formation do they play, West Ham United? Can we see this? They play a flat. Okay, I thought it might be a fire at the back or something like that. But yeah, he is very, very good into the physicality and also the dribbling. Defensive work needs to be done on him, though, if you're going to sign him. But you can get him quite cheap. So yeah, we'll do another jump, guys. See if he continues that kind of 5 goals, assists kind of level. Right, guys, he's crossed the border and has gone to Rangers. Now, I've mentioned at the start of the video that he could play right wing by mistake. I mean, yeah, it'd be a lot of work to do that. Obviously now physicality is going down, and obviously, but the stats are relatively, let's say, the same in technical abilities. Injury record, again, I'm not going to look at that too much now because he's getting older, so more susceptible to injuries. I want to see what he did at West Ham United. So we've got 1-3 there, 1-5, 3 goals, 3 assists. Didn't get many that year, got one goal. Went to Rangers, £11.5 million, got 1 goal, 6 assists. What formation do they play? Are they playing wing backs? Or are they playing? No, they're playing flat midfield, flat four midfielders. So, yeah, he is, I think, plus size, this guy. Very quick, got good dribbling. Can be got quite cheap in the start of the game if you do it, work it the right way. Downsides to him, seems to struggle with the general technical abilities increasing, but then again, you can maybe offset that with maybe some your own training. And yeah, defensively, I wouldn't be too happy about him being in there. But maybe the anticipation, concentration, determination might help with, the lack of tackling ability that he has. But he's not terrible. But I think he's been paid a lot. I think this guy needs you guys to train him. But it's cheap, good dribbling, incredibly quick, very attacking, suits a fire at the back, I think, perfectly. So yeah, thank you for the player suggestion, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you have, don't forget to smash the like button down below and subscribe if you are new. And please check out the Monaco series. It's daily uploads. I'm really enjoying that content, and I've got some new graphical surprises I'm going to try and throw in that video as well when I can find a way of doing it. It'll be off because I've got a green screen, but we'll try and make it work. It could be quite funny. So yeah, I'll get back to you for another episode from this series as soon as I get the player done. But until then, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.